this evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed particularly well in Italy. And his very front-footed approach to defending has been very impressive. He's very fast for a defender, and that pace allows him to both engage opponents early, while at the same time he can do a lot of covering and recovering. So being able to deal with raw pace is a huge asset these days.
I wonder whether that has anything to do... And the shot! He's delivered all right! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Yamal. Gavi. Played into space. Yerai tries to clear. Almeida. Now it's David.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a cute ball. Chips it through. Space for him to turn and look. Chance! That's put paid to the danger. Quarter of an hour played. Nicely spread. Yamal picks it up out wide. Brilliantly cut out.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Opts to play it back. Oh, good take in a good area. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Almeida. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Diego Lopez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely weighted ball. Royce is wide and looking to get onto this. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game. Yamal plays it short. Very nicely done. Carvajal. No way through, so Royce! And no mistake! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal.
Oh, he's having a go! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tomori makes the interception. Now it's Lopez. William. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Carvajal. Played back. Looking for options for movement. And it's made its way to him. Onana getting this one clear. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's Almeida. He's had a shot! So their 4th corner of the game. Ruiz de Galarreta. He's a sharp little ball here. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's found support out wide. Royce. Now it's David. And it's Gavi. Dewsbury Hall did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Lopez. Dewsbury Hall. Now Lopez.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now it's Dewsbury Hall. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lopez has been caught there, it's a foul. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
He's having a hit!
There will be 3 minutes.
And it's Almeida. William. Out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Yamal. Yamal, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Almeida. Knocks it into space. Well, played right into his path. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and
Please
they were
turn
able
your
to
attention
raise
to the
the
screen
intensity,
for
get their
information
equaliser.
provided by the
So
local
this isn't bad
police.
at all.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's 1 each. Second period then underway. Royce looking understandably energised after his goal. Probing pass. That is a brilliant interception. And that was very necessary. Almeida. Dewsbury Hall. Searching pass he's played there. Thinks, shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. They're up to 5 corners now. Onana clears it away. That has not gone well. Courtois can clear it away. A heavy challenge. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Royce. Can he spark a counter here? And he is big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Borussia Dortmund certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the two coaches
18,
are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 11, Royce. Coming on the field, number 19,
Dewsbury Hall,
number 22,
Pulisic,
Kubo. Substitution
played
taking
with
place.
finesse. Gavi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pulisic! And he can thump it away.
The attendance for this match
They've got
was
it again.
60,179.
Crunching tackle. Oh, it's come loose. Now, can they get him away? Goes for a shot! It's hit the crossbar. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, was he a little smarter then, Peter, than he needed to be? I'm not sure he needed to cut it as fine as he did. He had enough of the goal to aim at.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis de Galarreta. Borussia Dortmund are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. In it comes. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Dewsbury Hall. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Pulisic. Well, that looks a decent... Tries a shot! And it's in! Into the lead once more. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Number 3.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Rodri. Coming on the field, number 21.
Echeverri.
Number 24. Number 12. Tyler Adams.
Borussia Dortmund
Substitution.
really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's going to be a booking. Onana. The defender is not giving up on this. Pulisic. Ruiz de Galarreta. Tries to play it through. That is good alertness.
Pulisic clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, this looks sharp. And he's intervened well there. Pulisic. It's a goal kick. Borussia Dortmund now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Borussia Dortmund really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That has been cut short. Yamal. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Echeverri.
4
And it's
minutes has
Neymar.
been indicated.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a good ball. This time, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 4 extra minutes. And time is up. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about, a painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside